All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. We are so happy that you could all join us this evening, and I know that we are continuing to get people to filter in virtual style. But as we do so, we just want to welcome everybody and thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being able to gather from the comfort of whatever location you are gathering from and just be there to support us. This event is very, very important to our community, and we are very, very thankful to have you with us. For me, I'm coming to you from the comfort of my home. Technically, I'm in the garage. The kids are inside. This new way of lifestyle has been crazy, hasn't it? But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jordan Steele, and some of you may have known me from King 5 TV, and I've been a huge supporter of the Down syndrome community for at least the last year and 3 or 4 months now, and we will get to all of that. But this is the very first DSC's virtual Style and Stars. So thank you guys so much for being here. I know we've got a good chunk of you watching on YouTube right now, and we're going to get things going. This is going to be a lot of fun. So like I said, I'm Jordan Steele. Some of you may have known me from King 5, but maybe what you don't know is why I support the Down syndrome community of Puget Sound and why it's so important to me. And that is because a year and 3 months ago, we were blessed with this little boy right here. Look at how cute he is. This is Kinlan Coast, and Kinlan Coast has rocked our world in the best way possible. A little bit more than a year ago, we were having our third child, and we didn't know that Kinlan had Down syndrome until after he was born, believe it or not. He came out, and as you can imagine, there was so many emotions that came with that. There's so many parents that can feel the weight of this. You know, there's fear, there's unexpectancies. We get to a point where we don't know what life's going to be like moving forward. So you have all of this going through our heads, and there was a moment there of a couple of days where we found an immense amount of grace. And ever since that one moment, life has been probably 10 times more exciting now as it was pre-Kinlan Coast, and that's because of the amount of love that he has given us, the amount of love that supports this family. His brother and sister love him to death, and I think one of the coolest things about it is it's introduced me to a lot of you guys, right? The people within this community. We're all here to support each other. So I'm a big fan, and I know a lot of you are as well. So thank you so much for being here from the bottom of my heart. I know firsthand what impact this organization does. DSC has to the Down syndrome community, but I think more importantly, what DSC is done for your community, right? This is all of us together, and without them, I think a lot of us would be lost. So if you haven't already done so, there's a couple things we've got to go over before we get this thing started. If you guys have your phone, right, your good old-fashioned mobile device, go ahead and download the Givi app, all right? That's Givi. You can probably see that coming up on your screen soon. So that is the mobile giving app. We're going to be able to bid on the live auction items, on the silent auction items, and it's going to be a lot of fun. If you're not tech savvy, or you're like, you know what, I don't have enough room for another app on my phone, you guys can use text messaging. You guys could just text the word DSC to 50155. And that right there is going to get you the information you need, or give us the information we need, of course, to get you included in all this, okay? And that'll be continuing to be popular. All right, so hopefully that will get you guys a little bit of information on how to use it. It should be pretty user-friendly. We also have a bunch of people here live willing to chat with you if you guys are on our YouTube channel. So you guys can reach out if you have any questions, and we will be there to help you ASAP. Also, with that being said, I've already done one. I put it on Twitter. If you happen to take a little selfie, okay, I know you probably coming to us. Maybe you're at your kitchen table. Maybe you are in the living room. Maybe you got it on your little Roku stick. Wherever you are, if you would do us a favor, snap a photo, because we're all in the age of social media these days. And when you post it, use that hashtag DSC Style and Stars, okay? That's DSC Style and Stars, and we will find that and link with you guys, all right? We got to give a big thanks to all of our supporters, our event supporters, and our sponsors, our partners in the community who help make this happen, right? Hunt Marketing Group, thank you guys so much. We also want to give a huge shout out to Iron Springs Resort, also Rise Expectations, Team Iman, Laird Norton, huge thank you to you guys, Williams Kastner, Virginia Mason, we love your support, and our very generous Individual sponsors, that's you, and that could be you tonight. Thank you guys so much for everything you do to support us. And tonight's a big night for us, right? We do so much in the community all throughout the year, and without your support, without your love, without your help, we wouldn't be able to do all of it, any of it. So we are really, really appreciative. If you're watching from your home, you can join me, will you? Let's see what we got here. We got this. Got yourself a glass of wine. All right, just kind of have some fun inside your little room. I could pour this all day, but I'm just going to do one little glass. Okay. Cheers to everybody. All right. I'll have a sip in just a little bit, but just enjoy the night. Since we can't necessarily be there in person to person, we're going to do our best to do it virtual style, and we're still going to have a lot of fun. Okay. It's going to be great. Okay. We are going to now meet some amazing members of the DSC community. Okay. We're going to invite some of these members up on our stage. Let's start off with Ayman. Let's get Ayman on stage right now. Ayman is 20 years old. Not only a member of the DSC family, he is also a classroom assistant to DSC's Puberty and Adolescent program. Thank you so much, Ayman. Love it you right now. Yeah. All right. There he is. All right, good. All right, we're gonna invite Sarah on stage. If we can get Sarah to come on out. Next up will be Sarah. Thank you, Ayman. Yeah. Got some style right there. All right, next up is going to be Sarah. Sarah's going to be coming up on stage. Love it, Sarah. Sarah loves to do her makeup, polish her nails, sing and dance, especially likes to do YouTube challenges with her family. All about that, Sarah. 10 years old, Sarah. Next up is going to be Timothy. Timothy is another 10-year-old who we're going to invite on stage. Yep. Tell you a little bit about Timothy. Timothy absolutely loves animals. Timothy peruses his animal books on a daily basis, which, as we know for kids, is so important. Hey, Timothy, welcome. Looking good, my friend. All right, next up, so everybody knows, is going to be Kate. Kate will be getting on stage next with her Style and Stars, another 10-year-old. Loving these outfits, by the way, you guys. Looking good. Showing some style, too, which is all, we're all about it. But like I said, next up is Kate, a 10-year-old. A couple things about Kate. Loves gymnastics. All about the gymnastics. All about the basketball. All about the cheerleading. Full-on athlete right here. From your comfort of your home, show some love for Kate. And we do want to give a big thank you, obviously, to everybody who's walking. Kate and Kirby, her brother's walking with her. I want to extend a special thanks to our chairs, too, because that's a big moment for Shayna and Gino Perina, their tireless efforts. And you know what? We want to hear from them right now. So if we can invite them up on stage. Shayna and Gino Perina, first off, thank you so much for everything you do. But we invite you to the stage today.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining Shanna and me in support of DSC, an incredible organization providing services, programs, and resources for individuals with Down syndrome. It is truly an honor to be joining you for the virtual Style and Stars event, though I imagine many of you are wondering how I'm connected with DSC. Honestly, when Rosie, DSC's executive director, first called, I wondered the same thing. And embarrassingly, we asked for some time to think about it. Look at your screen and think about why we are here. I can't believe it took me more than 3 seconds to say, absolutely. Rosie, forgive me for that. But I believe all things good happen. I believe all good things happen for a reason. And tonight, I'm going to spend a few minutes telling you our story of how we came to Yes. It involves 2 families, some personal tragedy, an incredible moment in life that I will never forget. To begin, I want to tell you about 2 incredible DSC families who are also longtime friends of ours. My wife and I have known Kirby and Allison for well over 10 years. In fact, their son Kirby and our son Mario were born just days apart in the same hospital. I see both Kirbys frequently at various athletic events, as well as their daughter Kate, who you just watched walk the runway. Little Kirby is a great athlete, and while his soccer prowess and his fastball are both amazing, what I remember most is watching him take time from one of those games to play a simple game of catch with his sister Kate. The joy it brought to her left an indelible mark on me. I remember thinking to myself, do I ever feel genuine joy like that? That little girl has courage that I may never have. I'm sure Kirby and Kate are like most kids that aren't always perfect, but that moment was absolutely perfect in my eyes. Another incredible family with whom we are very close and who is watching from home this evening are Adwoa, Wayman, and now baby Gwen. My wife, Shanna, and Adwoa have known one another since grade school and frequently refer to one another as sisters. I can still remember the day Shanna told me Adwoa found out the baby was likely to have Down syndrome. I hope you can all forgive my initial reaction of, wow, it's going to be a difficult journey. Because once I held baby Gwen in my arms, and as tears fell down my face and she looked at me with those big brown eyes and that hair, I can't forget that hair, I said to myself, this is going to be an awesome journey, and I get to be part of it. Back to how I got here. Remember when I told you I needed some time to think about it? Well, while I was thinking about it, I got a call from my older brother. He called to tell me that he had a very aggressive form of cancer. Initially, I froze and wiped tears from my face. My next thought was that I needed to be strong and find the courage to help him through this. And I think because I had been thinking about the Down syndrome community, the next image in my mind was the look on Kate's face playing with her brother. I remember thinking about the strength and courage of Kate, which proved to be my inspiration as I helped my brother work through his options. I tell you this story because I'm certain that I'm not the only one who has been inspired by this incredible community of individuals. Kate and Gwen are my inspirations, but every one of you could probably tell me a similar story. Imagine for a moment the impact the DSC community has on our society. That is why I am so honored to be here, and why I'm now embarrassed that I had to think about it. For over 25 years, the DSC has worked to empower people with Down syndrome and their families while building an accepting and inclusive society. Tonight is our night to support our friends, families, co-workers, and neighbors. I hope you will join Shanna and me in supporting the DSC. And remember, when you pledge your support this evening, ask yourself, who was your inspiration? Who is your inspiration? Who gave you the courage to face life's obstacles? I can't think of a better cause, and I thank you all for sharing the support.
Thank you, Gino, for those touching words. I'm Roger Levesque of the Seattle Sounders, and I'm honored to be here this evening, supporting the DSC and the individuals with Down syndrome. DSC strives to build a world where people with Down syndrome participate fully in schools, activities, and the workplace. They stand with them side by side, building accepting and inclusive communities. And that's why we are here tonight, to support and celebrate this amazing community, your community. Now, I would like to introduce one of my fabulous friends, Devin Adelman.
Hi everyone, my name is Devin Adelman, and being part of the DSC has been important to my life. First, it was important for my parents, a place for them to connect, learn, and belong. The second thing is that it was important for me to make friends and find a community and not feel judged. I have loved the new Zoom hang-ins just for young adults. The DSC is more than just fun though. It has been a foundation for me to become a leader. I started volunteering with the learning program. Then after that, I learned to tell my story with the Advocacy Committee. Then I became a board member of this organization that believes in modeling inclusion in all areas. I've been told I am inspiring. I even won most inspirational as a cheerleader. Know that I'm not the exception, but a possibility. Moving forward, with your help, we can expand and enhance everyone's community by not just empowering families, but definitely equipping all individuals to live their best lives. And here is Roger Levesque.
Thank you, Devin. And now, a few of our friends have a message for you all.
Inclusion, acceptance for all.
Inclusion, acceptance for all.
Inclusion, acceptance for all.
Acceptance for all.
Inclusion, acceptance for all. Good job!
Inclusion.
Inclusion,
Acceptance for all.
acceptance for all.
Acceptance for all.
Yes.
Always believe in yourself.
Inclusion, acceptance for all.
Acceptance for all.
Inclusion, acceptance for all.
Goodbye.
Peace.
Good evening. I'd like to start by saying thank you to you, supporters and friends of DSC, joining virtually tonight. My name is Brendan Mervin. I'm a DSC dad, and I'm honored to share a little about my family's experience these last 11 years with DSC. I'm here tonight because of my son, Peter. Peter's 10 and a half and a fourth grader. He's funny, quite a jokester, and very strong-minded. Peter loves puzzles and board games. He loves anything to do with dinosaurs, visiting zoos, and going swimming. He adores animated movies and jumping on the trampoline. And he loves animals. There's a large world map on his bedroom wall, and he'll sit me down in front of that map and talk about all the animals and which part of the world they live in. When Peter was born, my wife Erica and I weren't really prepared for a baby with Down syndrome. The DSC has made an enormous difference in our life ever since Peter was just 4 weeks old, when we all drove down to the Seattle Center for our first buddy walk. We didn't know a soul, but we felt right at home, like we were exactly where and with who we needed to be. The DSC leads Down syndrome awareness, outreach, and engagement for our community, with important events each year, including the Buddy Walk. DSC supports new and expecting parents, enables education programs for early learning, and helps families advocate for full inclusion. In fact, DSC serves over 4,000 families each year with programs and services. You could say DSC acts as the heartbeat of our community. And we are a community I am so proud to be a part of. And I'm grateful to you for adopting and supporting this important cause, helping make DSC all that it is. Please join me tonight in supporting DSC and securing the future of this invaluable community asset. The funds raised will continue the important work of advocacy, awareness, and services for those in need, making certain every person in our community gets the opportunities they need and deserve. Thank you for being a part of our community and for pledging your support.
Oh man, thank you so much, Brandon. And thank you everybody who was bold enough to come up and tell your story. You can ask any parent or someone who maybe has a sibling or a family member with someone with Down syndrome, and there's a couple of things that are going to come out of their mouth, and you're hearing a lot of it today. Number one is that initial reaction, and then number two is the joy that comes around it after you process everything. And I wish we made a game out of this in the beginning, since I know most of you are at home, and I know most of you are probably having a little drink and having some fun. If we made a little game of how many smiles you would see tonight to take a drink, I think we would all be going upstairs a little happy at the end of the night, because it's all about the smiles, right? It's all about the joy they bring. So right now, you at home, you guys watching, have the opportunity and the power to make a huge difference. You are literally changing lives. And again, thanking you from the bottom of our heart is not enough. So just know that everybody really appreciates it, because DSC alone cannot help individuals with Down syndrome. They just can't. You can make the greatest difference as a community together. This is a we moment, and each gift makes a big difference right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with our pledges. And we ask that, maybe you're sitting together as a family and you're looking at each other and like, is there anything we can do right now financially to support the Down syndrome community within the Puget Sound area? And we would just ask that you do so. We're going to start off with the $10,000 bid. $10,000 offering to help support your friends, your family, your neighbors, those in the community. And the way you can do that is text DSC to the number 50155 to make your pledge. So we will give a couple minutes, talk about it. We're going to start at the $10,000 mark, DSC 50155 to make your pledge. I do have to say that we have already had one pledge come in at the $10,000 mark, and that is Allison and Kirby. Allison, Kirby, thank you so incredibly much for your generous donation. Again, if anybody else would like to donate to the $10,000 mark, you text DSC to 50155 to make your pledge. And everybody who does so, we just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Most people know this, but there's nothing better than a cheerful giver, right? The way it makes you feel, the way you can see you're helping others. My personal belief is that's why we are here. So as you can see, our goal, where we are, where we need to be, and where we currently are. This year has been a rough year, as you can imagine, for a lot of us. Some of us still in shock, but that's not going to stop us from moving forward. And that's exactly what we're doing right now, even if it is virtual style. Allison, thank you for that $10,000 pledge. The next up, we are going to move on to the $5,000 pledge, okay? And I want to say a little bit about what $5,000 will do to these beautiful people with Down syndrome. $5,000 will support the 4 social groups, okay? You've got different age groups, 0 to 3. That was one that my son was in. 4 to 7. You've got the 8 to 12 and the 13 to 19. So your $5,000 donation will help go to these groups and get them what they need. So again, text DSC to 50155 for your donation. We want to give a huge shout out to Elizabeth and Tom. Elizabeth and Tom, thank you so much for your kind generation, or your kind, generous offer. We really, really appreciate that. We also want to give a huge shout out to Tracy and Brian, who gave a $5,000 offering. Thank you so much for that, Tracy and Brian. Another huge love and shout out to Becky and Mike. Becky and Mike, with your support, you are helping the 4 social groups. And Leslie, your $5,000 mark is very gracious. Thank you so much to all of those who are donating and getting us closer to our goal. Again, $5,000. If you feel the urge to maybe want to do something, go above and beyond, text DSC to 50155. Okay, we can move on to the $2,500 mark now. $2,500. Just so you guys know, this was going to support the puberty class for up to 15 kids at least. All right, this is a big moment in each individual's life, and this $2,500 support would give at least the support for up to 15 kids, which is that'd be great. So again, text DSC 250155 if you feel the urge to donate. Wonderful $2,500. Thank you guys so much for all your help and your support. And see the needle moving, which is always good to see. We can get to that goal. I will come and individually hug you, virus or not. No, we got to do virtual hugs now. So it is what it is, just like this. All right, $2,500 going to support the puberty class for up to 15 kids. All right, let's go to the $1,000 mark now, ladies and gentlemen. $1,000. If you can donate $1,000, please do so. This is the moment to text DSC 50155 for $1,000. And I'm going to give it a second in case you're just getting it in. It's hard for me to want to move on when I keep seeing the needle moving. I just love it so much. So I see Nora got $1,000. Nora, thank you so much. I also want to backtrack and give Rasha and Hayden a big thank you for their $2,500. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know it's like I'll stay here all day and wait for that needle to move if I need to. All right, no, I'm just teasing. Let's keep this thing going. Reagan, thank you for $1,000. Love that. All right, next up, we're going to move to the $500 pledge. And this is an important pledge because for anybody who donates $500, we're going to match that up to $10,000. So if you got $500, that's automatically $1,000 right there. So again, text the number, $500 right now, DSC to 50155, and it will be matched. All we need is 20 of you. 20 people, $500. Let's get those pledges coming in. We have a chat box also next to the YouTube link that's giving thank yous and shout outs to everybody who is being generous with us this evening. I see that we're getting closer to our goal. We got a long way to go, but with this double up right here, with us matching up to 10 grand, this could really help us out. So thank you guys so much. I also want to give Kim and Craig a shout out for their $1,000 donation. Thank you too so much for that. All right, $500. You know, and I would sit on this for a little bit just because we've got the matching potential here. We want to give Tracy a big thank you for her $500 donation. Tara, $500. Thank you. That's two grand right there. 500, 500, 500, 500. Match it all. So this is great. Okay. If you guys want to donate $500, just go ahead and keep texting. Okay. I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on to the $250 level. $250 right now. We'll keep it simple. We're still going to match up to $500. And if you want to be more generous and go above that, please do so. That'd be amazing. But with the match, 500 is great. 250 is going on right now if you have $250. We'll also keep things going by just the $100 level. Okay? $100, adding it all up, is going to go do amazing things for all of these beautiful people within our community. And then we've got the special donation in just a second. I love the special one. I hope everybody here knows I'm rocking the yellow and blue tie, right, to support the colors. We've got the symbol, we call it the symbol of hope, right here over my shoulder. And the next donation, the pledge, is the magical $21 donation. All right? 21 bucks. It's a pizza. You've got this. For those in the Down syndrome community, you know the magical number 21 and what it represents. It's a huge significance for everybody in this community. Individuals with Down syndrome, they've got an extra copy of chromosome 21, right? Trisomic 21 is what you call it. And that extra chromosome, all of us have them. Most of us have, well, the majority of us have two, but those with Down syndrome are a little extra special. So they get the third chromosome 21. So we call it trisomy 21. And we ask for your support. Buy that easy $21 bid if you can by going to the text DSC to the number 50155. And that would be great. Our pledge lines are going to be open through the rest of the event, just so you guys know. So if you're still kind of talking about it, just know that we'll accept what we can, okay? We're just appreciative that you're here. So thank you so much, and your community appreciates it, and all the kids that you have been watching on the videos are appreciating it as well, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and rock on with the live auction. This is where the goodies come, okay? There's been a lot of people working hard to try to get some amazing auction items for you. And so with these items, well, for some of you, they're going to be irresistible. So we do want to work on this live auction. The cool thing about this, though, is that every auction item that we bid on, and the winner, we went out and found gold for you. We found a box of disinfectant wipes that you're going to get. And as everybody knows right now, try to find disinfectant wipes in the grocery store, not going to happen. So if you win on these items, we're going to get you a box of disinfectant wipes, and you are going to be walking home with what I'm calling gold. All right? Item number 1 is a romantic evening for 2. I know some of you watching right now would like to enjoy this romantic evening for 2. It's all about the Bellevue, a night out in Bellevue. You got a $250 Bellevue collection gift card. You got a night stay at the Hyatt Regency in Bellevue. You got dinner at Daniel's Broiler. You got mimosa brunch the next day at Central Bar and Restaurant, which, might I add, one of my favorites, if not my favorite. We're also going to give you 2 tickets to go see a movie at Cinemark Lincoln Square. And then you're going to get parking on the house. So you guys, a night out, a couple nights maybe, out on the town in Bellevue. And we will be taking your bids right now in the chat box. You will be able to see those bids coming in, hot, as I call them. And as they do so, we'll of course let you guys know who's winning. And of course, if anybody would like to outbid that person, you can keep track through our YouTube channel and our page. But this is gonna be an evening out. Maybe you guys have, it's been a while. We've all been cooped up. I think honestly, a night out for everybody could be good right now. And this could be yours with a nice, easy bid. So if you've got the Givey app, make sure to use that. We also have the text platform as well. If you're a texter, we can go ahead and do the text messaging as well. And I apologize if I'm looking at my phone. I'm trying to make sure I get the most updated bid so that we know we can let everybody know how it's going, okay? So night out for 2, romantic night. Start piling it in. Go out to Bellevue. I might add too, if you guys want to go out and about. I would say out of the list of things to do, you get the $250 Bellevue Collection gift card, you get the night stay, you get dinner on the house, you get brunch on the house at Central Bar and Kitchen, you get to go check out a movie if you want. But depending on the time of year, it's always going to be nice if you head on down there during the winter time and you got Snowflake Lane. Just saying, that's always a great time of year as well. All right, so just so everybody knows, this is our live auction item number 1. We are currently at $500 for the bid. Just want to let everybody know. If anybody's willing to go up to $700, the current bid is at $500. Okay, $500 for Oneida. Honestly, you could probably spend that much at Daniel's Broiler for dinner. So throw it up a little more and you'll be the next winning bidder. Again, getting the disinfectant wipes, that alone is worth at least $100 right now. So it looks like Stacy's pitching in $650. If I'm reading that correctly. Do we have I'm not an auctioneer. I'm going to $700 bid over here. And I can't see you, so that makes it a little more difficult. Anyway, maybe you guys are thinking, yeah, you know what? We should do a night out. Let's do it. Let's do it, honey. $700 is going to be the next winning bidder, and then we will move on to bid number 2. Item number 2. Stacy so far is at $650. Just so everybody knows, the value of this weekend, $900, okay? You're to calculate it all out, $900. You're getting it in as a steal if you bid $700. So I have a $700 bidder out there. We've got 2 people chatting in the chat box on YouTube. If you guys are willing to do the bid on the Givey app, or you can text DSC, then we can take it via text message too, because it looks like Stacy's now up to $750, just saying. All right? DSC 50155, you can be able to donate your giving through that if you would like to do a text message, okay? If Givey's not working, do the text message, DSC. We'll put the number up on the screen too if we can. 50155, and that'll get you straight into our people so that you can get the romantic evening for 2. Okay? All right, I'm gonna do my little auctioneering thing here. You can text that number if you want to win. The winning bid right now is $750. So anyone who wants to go above that, shoot a text line to the number, and yes, I'm just starting to. Okay, let's move on to item number 2. Okay, Stacey, I hope you won that one. Closing it at $750. Okay, $750. It's sold. I just got the text, so we're sold. Okay, let's do iconic wines from a collector's cellar. All right, are you a wino? Apparently, I am, because I only need 1 glass of wine to myself, and as you can see how big it is. So, if you are a wino, this is for you. These wines are now more than ever in a class by themselves. They share histories dating back hundreds of years, and this is your chance to take home, sold out, members only, a highly sought after multiple bottles to enjoy on a special occasion, or of course hold in your cellar for decades to come. This package right here is 6 amazing bottles of Bordeaux and Napa wines. If you guys are any kind of wine enthusiast, this one right here is a hot item. So go ahead and start submitting your bids. We're already at $400 for this bid, just so everybody knows. We're starting at $400. And as these items come in, I will continue to keep you updated on the price. The price right now for the wines, 6 wines, historic wines. They date back hundreds of years. They're sold out. Members only get a chance. The bottles of Bordeaux and Napa wines, 6 of them. Starting bid is at $400. You can use the Giving app, Givey app, G-I-V-I, or you can, of course, text us. 6 bottles at $400. 50155 is the number to text. In fact, while I'm thinking about this one, I'm going to take another sip because it's making my mouth water. My wine's nowhere near as fancy as what these wines are, though. Okay, 6 bottles, $400. Anyone's interested, go ahead and shoot us your bid. And then we'll move on to auction item number 3. $50155 is the number. And you guys can bid. And let's move on. I'm just gonna drink more wine as you guys are bidding. Thank you, by the way, for all you bidders. We'll click for on number 3 now. Is that what we're doing? Moving on. Okay, Italian fare in Barolo. Well, that's the recipe for the perfect dinner party, you guys. So we're gonna move on to slide number 3. I believe the winning bidder was $1,600 on that last one. Okay, so this next one, we're talking more elegant taste, fare, right? So we're looking at Italian fare. It's the recipe for the perfect dinner party, your dinner party. You and 7 friends are gonna enjoy exclusive dining experience at Ethan Stoll's restaurant, Cortina. It's a multi-course chef's dinner for 8. It's going to include appetizers, handmade pastas, seasonally inspired entrees, and signature desserts. You and a bunch of your friends all together. The selection of ESR wines will accompany a fabulous dinner. But just so you know, it's not just dinner. It's not all. You also have 3 rare bottles of Italian wine to enjoy or to showcase in your own cellar. So you will be able to go home with these as well. So we want to thank Ethan Stoll Restaurants and Rosie and Rainier Van Coorden for their support with getting this auction item in. So this dinner for you and 7 friends, 8 of you total. Ethan Stoll's Restaurant, the fabulous Ethan Stoll. You guys will have all to yourself. Personal chef, entrees. You're going to go home with wines, beautiful dessert. If you guys would like to bid on this item, we would be extremely grateful. This is auction item number 3. Honestly, I've never had dinner with any of my friends before at a nice fancy restaurant like this, but just looking at the photos, this is going to be fun. All right, dinner for 8, Italian fare, wine to go home with, beautiful dessert, Ethan Stoll Restaurant. Count me in. By the way, if anyone wants to invite me, I'm there. I think I'm getting a thing here. A wine theme. A wine theme. All right, I just want to let everybody know the texting app Givey is offering some difficulties. I should say the application Givey is giving us some problems. So if you guys could text in your bid, that would be preferable. We will do the texting version. VSC 50155 is the number, okay? And then you could just put your name and your bid, and we'll make sure to get that in there. Right now, we're bidding on auction item number 2, dinner for 8 at Ethan Stoll's Restaurant. You pick your day, you pick your friends, you go out. And if you guys can go and text in your auction item, we will make sure to get you at that. Looks like the Italian dining is at $1,600. $1,600 is the current bid, just so everybody knows. So anything above $1,600, and you will have a chance to win that. So the bidding is continuing to climb, and the current number is $1,600. We're gonna, since we're having problems with the Givey app, just so everybody knows, we are going to keep the bidding auction open, so you have a chance to get that, okay? In the meantime, let's go ahead and move on to auction item number 4. Auction item number 4, we're gonna keep the wine theme going here. a VIP Woodinville wine tasting for you and 7 of your friends, okay? 8 total, chauffeured Escalade, it's the experience that you want, private wine tasting for 8 of you with one of the founding fathers of Washington State wine industry. It's Chris Upchurch. This is the executive winemaker, owner, and partner of the renowned Delille Cellars and the proprietor of the winemaking at Upchurch Vineyards. So this right here is a unique experience that many people do not get a chance to have. We're going to start this bid at $800. This package includes 6 hours of chauffeur service. You've got that 2020 luxury Cadillac Escalade, all right, VIP taste testing experience, going to take you all around. You're going to meet Chris himself, and he will personally guide you through some of the winery's most beloved wines and their acclaimed portfolio. In addition to that, you are going to, of course, go home with some wine, limited edition, might I add, and that's going to be straight from his class of 2017 Cabernet Sauvignon, and you guys can enjoy it or put in yourself for another 10 to 20 years. So we want to thank Tia and Chris so much for their support to offer this experience, and Brotherton Cadillac for their offering of the VIP Roland style experience with us as well. So thank you guys so much. I also have to say, we do have a little surprise for you about this. So let's go ahead and show that surprise now.
Hi, this is Chris Upchurch, and I'm really pleased to host a private party for 8 at the brand new tasting room in Woodinville for Delille Cellars. And since it's a beautiful day and spring is starting, I'm also going to throw in a case of the Grenache Rosé from Upchurch Vineyard to the highest bidder. So bid high and come on down. We're going to have a great time.
Yeah. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So bidding's going to start at $800, just so everybody knows. And we're going to move on from there. But that was so cool to see him. But again, you guys will have a chance to go and meet him in person. You, 7 friends, 8 total. You get the ride in style. And since Gibby app is not working, let's go ahead and text that in. DSC 50155, your name, your bid number, and then they'll continue to text you and let you know where the bidding is at from there, okay? Sounds like a great, fun experience. I just want to tell everybody as we're continuing to think about this experience, the next one, auction number 5, is probably an experience no one will ever get. Well, I should say 99% of us won't get in our lifetimes. But before I introduce that, I'm waiting for a final count for our previous bid item, and then we will move to auction item number 5. Okay, all right. We are now going to move on to auction item number 5, but I'm not going to be the one to introduce it. We're going to get it on over to Roger. Go ahead, take it away, Roger.
Hey, thanks, Jordan. Neither of these teams need introductions. We have FC Barcelona. It's one of the most widely supported football teams in the world, winning 74 trophies, including 26 La Liga, 30 Copa del Rey, and 20 European and worldwide titles. The Seattle Sounders have been among the league's most successful teams, winning the US Open Cup 4 times and MLS Cup in 2016, and then last year in 2019. You and a guest will attend a game of your choosing in the 2021-2022 season of Barca at Camp Nou in Barcelona, watching none other than Lionel Messi. Included in your Camp Nou outing are a guided tour of Camp Nou, as well as a visit to the Barca Museum. And while you're there, why not catch a hoops game? Basketball, Barca basketball. Yeah, you got lots to do in Barcelona, let me tell you, but that is not all. Sounders, the 2021-2022 season, in Seattle, you and a guest will attend a match down on the field for pre-game warm-ups. Up close, Jordan Morris, Christian Roldan, Nico Ladero, the whole team. Then, during the match, you pop up to your seat, club-level seats, take in a Sounders victory. So, what more could you ask for? 2 of the best teams in the world for you. What do you think, Jordan?
Yeah, no, man, It's so cool. Okay, a couple of reasons why I think it's so cool. Number one, you don't even have to be a soccer fan to enjoy this, right? This right here is going to be an event that will be imprinted in your mind forever. So that is why it's so unique. Number two, everybody knows Seattle has the best fan base in the entire country. Even if you're not a huge soccer fan yet or football, you will be after doing this. So go ahead and start your bidding. Again, we're going to do the text version. 50155 is the number. The current bid price is at $750, just so everybody knows. So we'll start the bidding there. And I also want to let everybody know that the bidding is going to continue until 10 p.m. tonight. Since we're having so many problems with the Givey app, we want to make sure we can respond to everybody and let them know how it's going. So Roger, thank you so much for that. That was so cool. We are so excited to have this opportunity to go out and check that out. Yeah, represent that flag. It's very important. We got to get that trophy back here in house as well. So thank you guys so much. And of course, thank you FC Barcelona and Rosie and Rainier for your support with this as well. I know it's been a really tough time to get everything together, but man, this is so cool for someone. So if anybody's interested in this unique once in a lifetime opportunity, what I'm calling once in a lifetime opportunity, go ahead and bid. Bidding currently is at $750. And keep those bids coming. Okay, we're gonna move on to auction item number 6, our last live item for the evening. We're gonna revel in Canlis and Cayuse. All right, Canlis has arguably become the top place in Seattle for special occasions, and Cayuse the top wine for special occasions. So here's your chance to dine at Seattle's iconic fine dining restaurants. But you know what? Again, don't let me do all the description of what's going on. We do have a special message for us as well.
Hey, you guys. Thank you so much for being part of this fundraiser. We are proud to be a part of it ourselves and to support those with Down syndrome, wrestling through what is such a difficult part of life sometimes. And thanks for bidding on this item and for just supporting the restaurant. This is Mark Canlis here at Canlis Restaurant. I'm hanging out with my brother, Brian, who is, there he is, that's him. This is what it looks like these days, and it won't look this way whenever you come in for dinner. So just know that one day we're gonna open up again. We plan to, to become a fine dining restaurant once more, and we would love to have you in. So bid high, it's for a great cause, and thanks for being part of this community.
Perfect. Couldn't said it better myself. So we're going to keep things simple. We're going to move on. Just so everybody knows, this is a $2,100 gift card to Canlis. We're currently starting the bid at $1,800. You got 3 bottles of rare and acclaimed 2014, their Syrah, and that will come with this. So thank you to the DSC Board of Directors and Janet and Doug True for your help in getting this item. Thank you guys so much. Again, $2,100. Bidding starts at $1,800. Go ahead and text that in, and we will really, really appreciate that. All these items have been absolutely amazing. And like I said before, we are going to continue to keep the bidding open until 10 o'clock tonight since we were having problems with that Givey app. And that way you have a chance to maybe get in on some of that. Some of them may be still working on processing what the trip would be like in your head. Move forward and get that bid item. That would be very, very much. That'd be very, very fun. All right. So as we do so, we will, of course, try to keep you guys updated. I know that everyone loves to see where we can end up financially at the end of the night. Did we hit our goal? Are we close? Is there anything I can give extra? Since we're going to keep this going until 10 o'clock, we will let everybody know via our social channels or an email blast where we're at, because I know that's something we all hope for, right? We have a goal that we set. We really want to encourage each other to get there. And so since we can't give you that live number, we will as the night goes on. So we just want to thank everybody for this special evening. Thank you so much for your time. Giving us your time has been incredible. I do want to give a couple of personal thank yous as well as we move on here. A special thanks to Gino and Shayna Perina, Roger Levesque, and all the other athletes who joined us this evening. Of course, I want to thank all the DSC members who walked the runway and rocked it, might I add. Our event sponsors, you guys are all unbelievable. And many volunteers and all us together, right? Everyone who's here. Thank you for joining us, this amazing organization. And we'll, of course, keep you posted as everything moves forward. So thank you for your support. And that is it. I hope everybody has a great night. I'm going to continue. I'm still working on it. So we will see you when you see it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for supporting DSC. Have a great night.